Hey my love, this is another episode in the series ASTROHUNKS where I interpret the birth chart of a famous celebrity male for your viewing pleasure. So I do hope this is going to go well. It is currently Mercury retrograde when I am filming the short clip, but I do want to regale you with the interpretation of one of the most solicited male celebrity on my channel, Harrystyles. We're gonna delve into the most famous face of One Direction, and don't come at me that other guys are more famous than him. No, Harrystyles is the guy, okay? Again, I personally don't feel at all attracted to him, but I want to get into what makes him so unique, special, and sought after. Here is his chart. And here is a picture of the band that he's so famously known for. So I'm really happy to let you know that we do have data on Harry's ascendant. So I can see over here from his chart, he is Sun in Aquarius, ascendant in Libra, and Moon in Libra. So he has his Moon conjunct his ascendant. And this is to me the quintessential marker of the person that finds it very difficult to understand his feelings, but they do come up in interactions with other people. His Moon in Libra, which is very sweet, very polite, very charming. This Moon in Libra kind of makes him sensitive to beauty, makes him have a very fine nose, makes him very attracted to the feel of fabrics and to how things look. Is also in the sweetest house of the zodiac, the 12th house, the house of letting go, ruled by Pisces. Sometimes his emotions are so all over the place, he might not even understand where they come from. He's also quite spiritual and romantic, but he can be a little bit daisy and woozy and not so committal. So not only is Harry born with 3 planets in the ultra out there, rebellious, years ahead of its time sign of Aquarius. Yeah, it is Aquarius season, and this is our second Aquarius interpretation chart after Tom Hiddleston, guys. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, so not only does he have all of these Uranian placements, but he is also strongly influenced by the air energy that we see right at the forefront of his chart. And this energy supports his fiery North Node. He has a North Node in Sagittarius and a South Node in Gemini in the 8th house. Guys, his North Node in Sagittarius is all about financial freedom and finding his self-worth independently in this lifetime. Our Harry can sometimes rely on the financial help and support of his close family members or sexual and romantic partners. Ooh! Like Taylor Swift or Olivia Wilde, for example. So he's naturally very good at sex. He is very magical, he's very alluring, charming, and charismatic because of the fact that he relaxes the best in the spookiest house of the zodiac, the 8th house, traditionally ruled by Scorpio, but he has Gemini there. So he can be a trickster, a little bit of a player, a little bit of a charmer. Guys, this guy is really, really interesting. And I'm also really attracted to the fact that he seems to kind of help Olivia Wilde break up her marriage at the moment. Controversial opinion, I know. But I'm not sure what she's doing with him, to be honest. Especially since I can see here that he has Saturn and Pisces at the 0 degrees conjunct Lilith in Pisces. I think that pretty sure Olivia is going to find out that he is just a very strong karmic lesson. Because when he has Saturn and Pisces conjunct her Sun in Pisces, that means ouch. Strong karmic lesson, very difficult relationship of responsibility, of heaviness, of being almost like a mentor one to the other. So with our Harry having his Saturn and Pisces, this makes him be a little bit detached from his feelings. Again, I feel like he has some really heavy karmic placement in the position of him needing to understand what feelings are. How can he use them? How can he become more open-hearted, more powerful? And speaking of power, this is his next significant placement. So I talked about his North Node in Sagittarius in the 2nd house, right? And how it is about self-worth, but also the acquisition of pragmatic material goods. It's also the house of the body. But it is so closely connected in his chart to his very strong Pluto in Scorpio, conjunct his Jupiter and Scorpio in the first house. Jupiter in the first house is the sign of making it big, becoming a celebrity. But with Jupiter in the first house, you usually tend to become a little bit overweight, or you tend to become very famous. So I think he went for the opposite end of the spectrum. Not only that, but Jupiter conjunct Pluto is the guru aspect in astrology. It signifies fantastic wealth and fame. And the fact that Harry's North Node in Sagittarius is so close to this guru conjunction of Jupiter and Pluto in Scorpio lets me know that he is meant to create so much abundance and opulence in this lifetime. No wonder he dresses like that. No wonder he behaves like that. No wonder he has relationships with very famous women that are also quite rich and well established. So he is meant to experience all these things, but he's not meant to commit. Guys, this is not a guy that's meant to commit. This is not an emotional guy. He is much more about the looks, and he's a lot more about acquiring independent means for himself than anything else, okay? Really sorry to disappoint you if you thought he was a sweetheart. He does come across very sweet because of all that Libra energy, and he can be a very good friend, but emotionally, this guy is a little bit cold and self-interested, to be honest. Now, from a fantasy level, what are some redeeming characteristics? Because I don't want to make it very negative, but I do want to tell you what I see in the chart. So he's got a very powerful midheaven in Leo. This makes him come across as very loving, very warm, very sexy, very charming as the leader in any group that he is part of. All this energy is opposite his fourth house in Aquarius, which means that in intimacy, this guy is very brainy. He loves to read, he loves to roam around, he loves to discuss ideas. He gets more turned on by dirty talk or conversations or how a woman looks physically than emotional, cuddly, more intimate and more emotional aspects. So this guy with the Saturn and Pisces needs to work at becoming kind, at work at accepting his feelings and understanding them. And I think that in a couple of years' time, maybe not now, but maybe after some certain relationships and after certain fallouts with members in his creative group, he's going to actually be more attuned to his feelings. And I think that the version of Harry Style around his second Saturn return, the age of 56 and 57, is going to be so much more sexier and appealing than the version that he projects now. That's what I had for you guys. I really hope you've enjoyed this. Stick around because I have another exciting episode in the series. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it is another Aquarius male. If you feel interested in booking a reading with me, I also create astrological birth charts. I'll let you guys know as soon as I reopen them, but just so you know, there is this option, and I would be honored if you would like to work with me.